Howdy y'all, I'm Paul Rosewood, and this is a day in the life of a touring musician. It's 5:25 a.m. Gotta let the dog out first, of course. So I totally forgot to pack the night before, so I had to do that first. Over the years, I found out that bringing everything down to the kitchen helps me not forget everything, so I had to do that. And then I got out my awesome half-gallon of coffee. And then I found out it was raining. So yeah. Now the next part is always the worst. I have to check the oil, check the fluids, clean the car, get ready for the guys. Then we load in, which is just a giant game of Jenga chess, trying to fit everything in there. And then once we were waiting for all the guys to get there, we hit the road. I like to call this road dog mode. We actually had a pretty long drive. It was about 7 hours, 8 hours to the venue, which ended up being a little bit longer due to traffic. We did stop for a little bit for lunch. Super foggy through the mountains. Then we decided to check into the hotel. I always like to check in before the gig, make sure we get the room we want, and all that good stuff. Make sure there's no bed bugs in the beds, the elevators work. The last thing you want on the road is coming back to your hotel and not getting what you want at like 3 in the morning. That sucks. Then we went off to the venue, got loaded in, checked it out first before we started loading in. Oh, there's a giant bear. Looks so cool, big open space. There's such a cool venue. This is called the Rose in North Carolina. Sometimes loading is super easy. This one we did have to carry the gear a little bit of a distance through the venue. But once we got a layout, we started unpacking the truck and getting right to it. And guys, I can't tell you how happy I was that it was not raining while we were loading in. I like to load everything in first before we start, setting everything up. Sound check always takes a while because we got a lot to set up and a lot to make sure we get straight. And most of the time after we get sound check, it's like a scramble to get all our show clothes on and get prepped for the show. We had such a fun time playing the show. There was a lot of people that ended up showing up in the end. And then once we were done, the DJ kicked on. And then it's time to tear this thing down, which also took a while because there's so many people in there, we had a hard time getting everything out. After we got done packing up and left the venue, we pretty much just got cookout and went back to the hotel and went to sleep. Thanks for listening, y'all. If you want to see more of these, leave a comment below.